I'm going to share with you 11 RV facts that you probably didn't know. This is the Sealander. It's an RV that you can tow with just about anything because it only weighs about 1,200 pounds, but you can also stick it in the water. I wouldn't take this thing out in the ocean, but on a chill lake or bay it would be awesome. It sleeps 2 people and you get an engine for it, either electric or gas, and it'll go up to 5 miles per hour. Would you want one? Go ahead and post that in the comments below. Stick around to the end and I'll tell you how much one of these will set you back. Someone came up with the term RV in the 1960s. Before that, they were called campers or trailers. And nowadays, if you're really cool, you just call it your rig. The Model T was released in 1908. The first motorized commercial camper in 1910 was this one, the Pierce Arrow Touring Landau. This was a 66 horsepower camper complete with a sink that cost just over $8,000. That's around $230,000 in today's money. Today, that money could get you something like this. Did you know that you can stay in a lot of public lands for absolutely free? That's called dispersed camping, and we have a whole video about it linked in the description below. The prototype for the modern motorhome was revealed in 1915 when Roland and Mary Conklin showed off their Gypsy van. This was a modified bus turned into a double-decker motorhome. This beast was fully furnished and could sleep 11 people. About 1 million people live and travel full-time in their RVs. In fact, we did it ourselves for almost a year and it was awesome. Would you live full-time in an RV if you could, or are you doing it now? Go ahead and post in the comments below. 60% of all RVs are built in Elkhart, Indiana. In fact, it's been known as the RV capital of the world since the 1940s. Elkhart is home to the RV Hall of Fame and to 2 massive RV shows every year. If you're an RV freak, you totally need to go to Indiana. I'm going to try to get Leela to go. If you guys could do me a favor and post in the comments and tell Leela that she needs to go. She reads all the comments, so I'd be grateful. If I asked 100 people what the coolest RV ever was, most of them would probably say the Airstream. Did you know that the Airstream originated in 1936 with the Clipper? It was named after the first transatlantic seaplane. It slept 4, carried its own water supply, and even had electric lights. The Airstream Clipper cost about $1,200 when it was first released. Of the almost 400 travel trailer builders back then, Airstream was the only one to survive the Depression. In these 10 states right here, it's actually legal to ride in the back of all kinds of towed vehicles, including fifth wheels and travel trailers. Personally, I think it's a terrible idea. If you've ever seen an RV in a wreck, it's just not pretty. The cheapest brand new travel trailer you can get right now in the entire country is probably the Oregon Trailer Dewdrop. This trailer costs about $7,000. It doesn't come with much, but it can sleep 2, kind of cozy. You can upgrade to a simple kitchen so you can sleep and eat. I mean, what else do you really need to do in a trailer? It only weighs about 700 pounds, so you can practically tow it with your moped. And that Sealander, you can pick one of those up starting at about $29,000. If you've got an extra $3 million laying around, you might want to pick up one of these, the Marchi Mobile Element Palazzo. This thing looks like a UFO and a yacht had a baby. It's the most expensive RV in the entire freaking world. We haven't yet toured an Element Palazzo, but we did get to tour a $2.5 million motorhome, which you want to check out right there. Hit subscribe to stay current on all things travel. We can't wait to share our adventures with you.